My Sisterhood sponsors Education Matters.
Who's your favourite teacher?
Malik. Zara. None of them. This is Nabila. Zara.
You don't like any of them?
None of them. Sir Malik.
High five, down below. Too slow. Yeah.
So you don't like any of them?
Not even one.
The British Muslim population is growing steadily within a multicultural city, especially in Aldgate, East London. Here, we find a mix of Asian communities, all of whom contribute to a bustling environment. It is fitting then that the children of this community deserve a great education, and it would seem more and more Muslim parents are prepared to pay for that education.
I've made my way through central London and onwards, and I find myself in the heart of a thriving Muslim community. Buttercup Primary School stands proudly amongst the cafes and shops of East London, providing an education to children of inner city life. Hi, I'm Neil Reynolds, and this is Education Matters.
Buttercup provides teaching to all primary school age groups, but we start our day with the youngest children in the reception class.
My name is Nazma Khanum.
And what's your role here at Buttercup?
I'm the earliest coordinator, reception teacher downstairs.
Off we go.
Do you have a favourite child in your class?
No, I don't. Because I don't have a favourite child in the class, because I love all the children that are in the class, because they have their own personalities, their own character, and they all flourish in their own way. Islamic education is not what people think it is. It's education like normal education. It brings the best out of all children, just like any other education, and it needs to be taught, just like any other education. It has rights in its own way.
According to a study carried out by the Muslim Council of Britain on the 2011 census, 8.1% of all school-age children in the UK are Muslim. I wanted to find out from the head teacher Zara Rahman her thoughts behind the inception for Buttercup and how the school caters for British Muslims as well as non-Muslim children.
I came in as a consultant by chance, someone called me up and said, oh, there's a local Islamic school that needs help. And I had a shock to some of the ways the schooling was presented. I mean, not all schools are the same, you have to understand, and that was a learning curve for me as to where I am now and why I have made a school. building initially. My husband had to sell his house.
Really?
Yes. I did say I was going to pay him back.
Have you paid him back yet?
In the next life.
Without the vision and dedication of the head teacher and her financial contribution to get Buttercup off the ground, the vibrant and significant school within this community we see today would never have come to fruition, especially having had no governmental financial support.
Primary school, I was probably a good kid. I was quite anarchic, you know that, and I think I wasn't challenged by the teachers, so I had plenty of other things to do. Nothing that drastic, but I mean, I enjoyed schooling. I had so many ideas, and I just think they probably didn't challenge me enough, and that's where I probably ended up, in the head teacher's office.
I got up to a lot of mischief. I like to explore a lot, take challenges. I was very boisterous, and if I wanted to do something, I would do it.
I mean, I got predicted really bad grades, I remember. And it's after the exam, they were like, what was all that? I used to come into school, with non-uniform, and they used to say, where's your homework? And I used to look in my pocket and open up a crumpled piece of paper and hand it on to them. And they were like, is that your homework?
I was so well behaved at school. I loved school. I was honestly the perfect student. It was at home where I was really naughty, but at school, I was really good.
I mean, I recently went back to my school and they were like, you became a head teacher. How did that happen? If you could do it, so could anyone.
Throughout the morning, Buttercup is a hive of activity. The children seem to have a large support network here, starting with the receptionist they see as they walk through the front door, to the teachers who, due to their numbers, are able to give almost one-to-one tuition. Happy children produce good work, and if the examples around the school are anything to go by, Buttercup is a very happy place. It's period 2, time for art class.
I made it first. I drawed it on the newspaper. Then after I cutted it, and after I done that thing again.
Yeah.
And after I sticked it together with glue. And after I stick it on my book.
Okay, so if it's on your book, how are you going to keep your money in it?
This is only. No, we're gonna make one next week.
So this is a template.
Yeah, a template. We're gonna make a real one out with fabric.
Okay.
Real stitches.
So you're actually going to do sewing, are you?
First, we're gonna, this week we're gonna do sewing, and then the other week we're gonna make our own wallet.
Mohammed, what's that drawing? Is that to do with your wallet?
No, that was just our cover page.
So the drawing was nothing to do with the lesson? It was just something you wanted to do. Were you bored? A little bit bored. Between you and me, I won't tell the teacher. You were a little bit bored. Clearly we were a little bored.
Trace it around and then cut it around accurately. Maybe, if you're going to put a zip, maybe you can have a bit more open so then your hands can go right inside your wallet. Well done, girls.
How do you spell properly?
P-R-O-P.
P, that's not a P, it's a B. Properly. E-R-L-Y. Properly. There you go, properly. And now you've written that properly.
You all write a wish, what worked well, and what would you like to improve in your books. So when we do it next week, you know how to improve it.
We didn't write our wish. Write your wish, quickly. Quickly. I'll cover for you. I'll cover, quickly.
Well done. MashaAllah.
Do you behave yourself at school?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
All the time?
Not always. And yeah,
Yes.
sometimes.
I've never been in trouble.
When I'm in trouble, I like speak when the teacher's speaking, and then I get told off.
It's not I don't behave myself, it's when I do my work, I don't do that much because I talk a lot.
Morning over, it's time for lunch. Lunch is split in half, with the older children taken to a nearby playground, while, back at the main school building, the younger children have a packed lunch from home or a paid-for school meal.
Ladies, what do you say before we eat?
Discipline and respect are at the heart of everything that happens at Buttercup. From Islamic studies to literacy, from lunchtime to maths. The head teacher has put together a way of teaching and nurturing these young children that they seem to have taken to with ease.
We're just a normal school. You know, don't brand us as Islamic education. I mean, I've named my school Buttercup. I didn't even choose a Muslim name because we're a school. We don't need to be labelled as Muslim schools and come and find out what we are. You know, you wouldn't go into a Catholic school and say, oh, you know.
They have to learn about all different religions, they have to learn about all different beliefs.
I think it's better to learn all the educations, all religions. Yes, I'm happy to, you know, for my kids to learn any other extra learning, yes.
I feel that they need to have best of both worlds, because one complements the other, and they need that to flourish. Every individual needs that to flourish in society.
Our fees are £7,800 a year, but we also do have a consideration for others who are in low income. So parents who come in on income below 50,000, they can contribute. There's a contribution fee of £2,800.
I don't think anything is too much for kids, for your children. I don't think that they are too much. They're the right prices for me. I guess I hope it's going to be the same for the others.
The primary school itself is solely fee run.
So you don't get any help from the surrounding Muslim community?
No, wish we did. Sometimes, you know, the community do not understand how important education is, regardless of being Islamic education or state education. I mean, the education sector unanimously, nationally, is suffering lots of cuts. I mean, even now, Cameroon, they're making severe cuts in universities, you know, schools and nurseries, and you know, us being an Islamic school, we suffer more. Because it's independent, we do not get any funding at all.
What they learn in here, I think, is mainly what they learn in state school. Apart, they have some extra things which they learn here, like, you know, Islam's Quran and Arabic, which is very, very good.
We're an ordinary school. You know, it's a school like you will see in a state school, a grammar school, a public school. A school's a school. and the ideas that they portray do not help people thinking in the society, and that gives negative impacts because we have obviously been targeted as well. I mean, we had a successful Ofsted, months later having another Ofsted inspection when fellow state schools haven't, and you think, you know, why are you here? You know, there's nothing to hide. I mean, we're an open school. You can walk in. You're not going to see anything different. And you see, school's a school. That's all I can say.
What do you think education means?
Education means...
It's an important thing you need in life. So like when you get older, you need education to get a job and that.
a kind of knowledge to learn. When you learn stuff.
Like you need it so you can get smarter.
It's treasure. It's something that you find, something that you learn about, and you carry on with it for the rest of your life.
I'm not sure.
I want to make sure that education itself is enjoyable.
The more you know, the better job you get, and the less you know, the worse job you get.
You know, I mean, the standards are always, the bar's always lifted. Children are expected to be able to do more and more and more through the years, you know, and I think that's a great pressure, and especially when it's children whose first language isn't even English.
Now, this is what we're going to do today. We are doing literacy, okay? Looking this way. Now, who has got a good imagination in this class? Thumbs up if you're really good at pretending. Pretending something. Fantastic. I want you all to close your eyes and imagine that an alien, close them tightly, I don't want no peeking. Imagine an alien sent us an emergency letter asking for our help. Greetings, Earthlings. I have heard your class is very helpful and imaginative, which is the truth, we are. So please help me. I am from Planet Doll, and my name is Boar.
You know, but because the bar might have been here when they was in year one, suddenly it's here when they're in year two. It's how are we as teachers going to get them from there to there? And it's about wanting them to enjoy their learning, but at the same time wanting them to learn.
I think we're going to be visited by an alien, children. Oh my God. Oh, come in. No. Come in. Shh. Oh. Come on over here, Boar. Come on over here. Children, are you okay, Boar?
I've actually designed the school to be fun and creative. You don't want to be rote teaching children. Can you imagine a lesson saying, today's lesson is adjectives? No, you want to make sure you're the king or queen of this, you know, stage, and every lesson is dramatized. And I think that's where I started making the school into a thematic school.
This is what our planet looks like up close. This is what it sounds like. Everyone listening, what does it sound like? Shh. That's right, it's a black planet. There's no colours or lights or anything. Oh my goodness, you poor thing, Boar. Let me ask you a question, because we've been learning nouns and adjectives. Have you ever seen a mountain? Have you ever heard water rushing along a river? And have you ever tasted delicious icy ice cream? Oh, poor Boar. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah, children. I'll tell you what, Boar. We're going to gather all the adjectives and the nouns that we know, Wakapole. We're going to gather them all together, and then we're going to give them to Boar so that he can go back to his planet and share them with all his other alien friends. Should we do that? Yeah! Okay then. Okay, Boar, the door is over there. That's a door. You can describe the door for Boar. Yes, Omar. Can we think of another thing to describe it? And that's the white and heavy door. Would you like to go there? Okay then, Islamic, we'll see you later. You can come back and get all the work.
What's your favourite subject at school?
My favourite subject is literacy.
My favourite subject got to be math.
Maths.
My favourite subject is maths.
All right, well done. Sit down, please. Right. So, when we are measuring, we are going to use this measuring tape, and we're going to start on 0. So you can either use any side that you want. Both of these are in centimeters, so you need to measure in centimeters. So remember when I said we're going to be converting from metric units, so centimeters, into imperial units, so either inches or foot. We need to measure accurately. So I'm going to measure Wadan's head. So I'm going to place this end on his forehead. I'm going to bring the tape all the way around, and then I need to make sure that I'm measuring accurately. So wherever they join, so his head is 52 centimeters. MashaAllah, well done. So 52 centimeters. I'm going to convert this into inches. So who can remind me how many inches are there in 1 centimeter? Sir at the back. 0.39. Right, thumbs up if you think he's correct, and thumbs down if you think he is not. Yep, in fact he is correct. So, 0.39. Can I first get you to do, working with your partners, can you measure your head first and your feet first? I'm going to give out the measuring tapes, then you're going to convert it into inches.
What was your head? Was 55, or is this?
This was the first class where any adult male interaction had been seen during my visit. Is the lack of male teachers here an issue? Do the children need more positive male role models within the school?
Having female teachers is very important, as well as male. And we don't make a conscious decision to just have only female and only male. We've decided to mix, and it's upon who applies.
With a head teacher following her personal vision, Buttercup Primary School is a hive of activity and passion. This is a place where children can learn through interaction and a certain amount of dramatic license. It's clear that education matters, and in very many ways.